Is 9 a.m. here in Los Angeles. It is Monday. Everybody loves Mondays. The 10th of February, AD 2025. How about that Super Bowl, huh? The Super Bowl was not morally straight last night, says Mr. Pink. And if Mr. Pink is telling you you're not morally straight, you are really not morally straight. Because somebody named Pink is telling you you're not morally straight. Anyway, yeah, I agree with that, Mr. Pink. Although it was fun to see the Taylor Swift team, only because she's gone liberal, lose. The vicious, angry, nasty, mean, vindictive version of being just my mean side. I was gleeful in their loss. I know it's not right. I know. Let's see. Make sure we're turned up all the way. Is there a volume coming in? I don't hear it, but I have the thing on, right? Yeah. I think it's going. There's only one way to check, honestly. There's only one way to check, and that's this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. Cool. Nice. I guess it's a fairly quiet video. I think that's all that's going on. So what will we talk about? Hake has a cruel side. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I really wish those Kansas City Chiefs well. I saw Patrick Mahomes in action yesterday. I saw toward the end of the third quarter and the very beginning of the fourth quarter. I saw them getting skunked, and then he made a great pass, and the guy made a great catch, and they scored a point. Or I don't know how many points he got. I don't understand that game. American football. Shout out. You have to have high IQ to understand American football. True or false? But the real dark black, not that dark, but not as light skinned as Patrick Mahomes. The opposite team's quarterback, he did really well. Shout out. Well, I mean, it looked good. I don't know football, but it looked good. So I was personally, it's not good to be happy that they lost, the Kansas City Chiefs, because that Kels guy, he's a very talented linebacker or whatever that guy is. Kels, the one who didn't retire, who's dating, what's her name? But they're liberals. And it's sort of annoying. And so for that reason only, am I glad that Philly beat them. You know, Philly's been a favorite team of mine for some time now. For about 30 seconds yesterday. I was like, hey, I like Philly. And that's quite some time. Tight end. Whatever. Face palm emoji. Oh, man. Thank you, Kevin Howe. I heard Trump was there. I saw some other stars, quote unquote, over there. Nice. I will get to your calls, everybody. The lines are filling up. 1-888-775-3773. There's some interesting news. A little bit of interesting news. France. What's going on with France? They are not top tier anymore. Were they ever top tier? Did they have inventors? I want to say that they had inventors. They were inventive. But now they're just lagging. They are not in the AI race. France is not. And that's sort of a shame because France used to be excellent. I think they helped America become America. But Emmanuel Macron admitted that France is not in the AI race. We are lagging behind, he said. And it makes me wonder about all these white countries. They are killing the spirit, they, if you will. The devil is succeeding, right? At killing the spirit of the inventive white baby engineer spirit to steal a line from Lin Yan Chin. And that's not good. It's not right. You got to still stay on your roll, whites. It's a shame. Are French white? I don't know. And there was something else that I wanted to touch on. It reminded me of. Oh, but I think they need encouragement to be spurred along. They're no Germans, I can tell you that, says Age of Inversion. Good point. Yeah, some French are swarthy, says Age of Inversion, over on the Rumble crew. Yeah, it reminds me of Trump. Trump is encouraging people towards excellence and strength. And I saw this ad from the Army, shared by one of my favorite journalists, that there's a vibe shift, and this it showed a picture of an army man, a purported army man, getting strong. He was lifting weights and being tough, looking tough. He said strong people are harder to kill. And I like that. That is maybe with Trump's influence, Macron, though he is a liberal, married to a woman like 25 years older than him, maybe. Could be overestimating that. Maybe they can make France great again. The French took the joke too far of don't compete with anybody. Yeah, maybe so. Wow. What a shame. Okay, so I do hope to share that with you today. And again, get to your super chats, your calls, and everything else. But, alas, it's about time. Anyway, guys, let's just get right on with it. Is Mexican Monday, too. Oh, yeah. And it's pertinent. Kids, get out of the room for Mexican Monday at the end of the show. I want you out of the room by 50. By 10:50. Okay, kids? Because your mothers are not going to want that. But it is pertinent to the answer to last week's biblical question on church about anger makes you stupid. But I don't want them saying stupid to their mothers too much. Kids. Anyway, guys, let's just get right on with the show!
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La, la, la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La, la, la.
Hey, guys!
Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La, la, la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La, la, la.
So, how you guys doing? I am fine. I'm doing just fine. And somebody said, nice shirt, Hake. Thank you, man. Man and woman, and everybody else who's complimenting me on that. That's cool. So let me get to a call here, guys, or two. Will in Australia. Whoa. Hold on, Will. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey, there you are. Thanks.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, I had you on speakerphone just while I was walking around and
No problem.
sorting some things out.
Thanks for fixing it.
No worries, sir. Sorry. How are you, my friend?
Doing fine. Is it about 4 a.m. or is it just after 5 a.m. where you are?
It's 4:10.
Okay, nice. That's a nice time to be up.
I was up at 3:30.
Right on.
Just woke up like the Undertaker. You know, I'm not sure if you know how he wakes up in the ring. Just bang.
Oh, cool.
from WWE. Anyway.
Yeah, I've heard of him. He's cool.
Yeah. Just listening to some of those things you were talking about. Would you consider the French white? Like the Irish unwhite?
Like the Irish are not white, you said?
Yeah. I know how you talk about how the Irish aren't like tame whites or whatever.
Right. Like the Irish and even worse, like the Italians. I don't consider them like normal white because they tend to identify with their Irishness or their Italianness. And the other races don't tend to the other whites don't tend to fall for that. So the French, some of them are very white, and some of them, like Age of Inversion says, are swarthy. And so they're like mixed. And, you know, they seem so foreign to me. I can't really speak their language. I really like some of the French Canadians who've called in over the years and who've been on the JLP show or talked to JLP. But
that guy that talks from Canada.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's all kind of joking around. Honestly, I don't really have a strong opinion for or against.
I brought it up as a joke as well. I understand your facetiousness.
Nice.
Yes. And just to bring up anger making you stupid as well. That is bang on.
Yeah.
Anger, stupid, and it makes you stupid, and it makes you do stupid things.
Right. Yep. It totally does. It's crazy how it does too. And you think you're right, and you think you're so smart sometimes when you're angry. How embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, the ego takes over, and then before you know it, you're apologizing to people.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, if I had answered to the anger in the last couple of months, I probably, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in now.
You are, what do you mean by that? You listened, you obeyed the anger, or you didn't go with it?
I didn't go with it. If I had gone with it,
then you'd be in trouble.
A lot of trouble.
Wow. Well, that's good, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to the
Definitely.
Australians.
Shout out to the Americans. All right. Well, that's all I've got for you today, kind sir. I just wanted to rebuttal what you were talking about this morning. I'll actually come back with a little bit more stuff to talk about next time.
That sounds cool, man. Appreciate it. As always.
No worries.
All right. Take care. And William in California is on the line here. William, thanks for calling, man. What's up?
All right, thank you for taking my call, James. How you doing?
Doing fine.
Good. You do any hiking, or did you look at the Super Bowl?
I did a little bit of both, actually. Not too much of either. I went down to the beach for Saturday morning and took a nice little walk at the beach.
Did it smell good? Did it smell like smoke?
It smelled fine. I was down towards San Diego.
Okay.
I didn't notice any smoke smell.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
San Clemente. Yeah.
San Clemente? Oh, yeah. That's where Nixon used to live there.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Beautiful area, too.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what did you think about the game?
I really actually enjoyed it. I was impressed, honestly, with both sides to some level. It was, it felt kind of frustrating. I could feel frustration
One-sided.
for them when they just kept on. There was a few times, actually, on both sides that they both just got stopped. I like to see the offense succeed, but I guess you have to appreciate the game to understand that's some good defense to be able to stop them like that.
Yeah. I've kind of considered it a blowout. I think you can really come back from 40-6 I think the last couple of scores were just a bunch of stack padding. You know what stack padding is, right?
Yeah, like you getting different
like LeBron James.
Yeah, getting different players some numbers.
Yeah, just stacking them.
Vanity numbers.
Stats.
Yep.
Yeah. But I got to tell you, this usually is a big day for advertisers every year, once a year.
The Super Bowl, yeah, because I used to love watching the Super Bowl just for the commercials when I was in high school. But
I'm gonna
the classic
grade out on that.
The classic one. But
the classic one.
Wise with the frogs. That's my favorite commercial. Even though anyway, go ahead.
The grade on the commercials. Let me start off with the national anthem. I don't know. Well, I've never heard. Well, yeah, that was kind of.
Which national anthem? The real one or the black one?
I think both of them were garbage.
Oh man!
And then the halftime show was garbage.
I thought it was okay. I caught it. Okay, I caught a glimpse of it. Like, I woke up this morning, checked Twitter.
It was okay.
And I saw like 30 seconds to a minute of this Kendrick Lamar guy from down in Compton, doing a black show, and it was for what it was. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I liked it. It was black. It was in your face. It was catchy.
It was all right. It was a little bit. What about the commercials? Were kind of, oh God, they were stupid. Those, the girls' sports and all of that stuff. Could have did without all of that, but
it's the one day of the year that advertisements, commercials are actually entertaining. At least that's what it used to be. That's what it used to be.
That's right. That's right. I didn't really find them to be too entertaining this time.
Yeah. Except to scoff at.
Right. Now, the Black National Anthem thing, Shirley Roth, I didn't enjoy that at all because I had a couple of friends over and I kind of looked at everybody's reaction, and not all of them were black, so I just kind of checked out their reaction.
Yeah.
I just kind of said to myself, that wasn't really a victory.
Yeah.
There was not anything to brag about. And the national anthem is way better.
Yeah, the real national anthem. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's not a national anthem. It's a song.
Yeah, right. And the Black National Anthem, they shouldn't even be calling it Black nationalism because I don't even think the guy who... I think the guy who wrote it, was he a nationalist? Was he a black nationalist for black nation, separate from America?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
But it's a separate, like a separatist type thing.
I didn't know that. Because
it's not needed anymore.
I thought it was a song to the Lord, like lift every voice and sing. Doesn't it sound like sing a song unto the Lord?
Yeah.
That's
something
like
that.
A song that belongs in church.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it could have did without that, and they have done without it for many, many years. It's only just recently they're pushing that on people, but I mean,
to kiss up after the George Floyd overreaction.
Well, I mean, where have we gone from being normal to making George Floyd some kind of martyr or something? What is that all about? We just started playing that thing since then. Right.
It's communism. That's what it is. Yeah. People say, "Oh, hey, you used communism too much." That may be, but this is communism. Yeah.
What about the young lady over there? Is that San Bernardino? Where is that? That took the flag down and got arrested, the Mexican girl. Did you hear about that?
I didn't heard about that one.
Well, she tore it down and she told the state police, "My father's going to kill you."
Whoa!
This is Mexico, and she cut down the American flag, and then she got really ugly with them, and they arrested her.
Good for them.
$100,000 bond.
I support arresting no good people who are doing wrong. She didn't have a right. She didn't have a right to go on go on our property and do that, or whoever's property and do that.
Yeah, and then she threatened the police families. She said her father was going to kill them all.
That's so crazy. What is she What is she, a cartel daughter or something? Even a cartel wouldn't like her doing that.
Yeah, Probably not, but that's why.
Was she actually like Mexican, or what? Was she some other foreigner, or what?
Yeah, she's Mexican. She's Mexican. She got to put up the Mexican flag.
Wow.
That's
Man, that's why I encourage people, though, don't fall for the trap, because they're hateful and they're trying to provoke hate out of you too.
Yeah.
Or kissing up. Don't kiss up either.
Yeah.
Don't be
and
like me.
Before I forget, Nugget Man had one of the most powerful super chats last week about the wealth and how to generate it and how to spend.
Oh.
And you had it up Friday, I think.
Oh. Was it Nugget Man or was it Greggatron?
Greggatron.
Yeah.
It was Greggatron.
I thought of Greggatron over the weekend. You talked about the Super Bowl. There was a ref, a black man with glasses, looked pretty bulky, strong. I was like, that looks like Greggatron.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking about his super chat. Sorry, Greggatron. Yeah, that was Greggatron. I was thinking about his super chat. That was powerful.
Yeah.
And it was a very, very much so needed message.
Yeah.
Everything that he said was on point.
Yeah.
Right on point.
That's true.
Save what do you think about the Board of Education, them rating the building, Maxine Waters and all of them?
Oh, meaning they boarded up the building and closed?
No, they tried to go through the door and they couldn't get through. They had a
that was cute. She was harassing. Maxine Waters was harassing and trying to dox and sick her communist lynch mob on that white man who was just doing his job, standing in the way of the door. So that was education. That was an education building.
What is that? What is that? That's not the state one. That's what's the name of it?
I don't know. The federal
Department of Education.
Okay.
Yeah. So they didn't let them in, and did Elon Musk hire you and all of that stuff.
What a joke. What an evil woman. And she is communist. Like her tactics are communist.
Hey, pull her picture up real quick.
I'll see what I can do, but
when you do
I don't have
it,
a lot of time.
Wait, I know you don't have a lot of time. Listen, when you pull her picture up, pull up James Brown's picture. They look like twins.
Yeah, true. Yeah, shout out to the great Bill O'Reilly.
James Brown and Bill O'Reilly too. Yeah, so I seen that and I was that was a trip that he didn't let him in either.
Good for him.
One of the women said, "I'm a black congresswoman," and he didn't flinch.
Right on.
Let you get some.
I think Maxine Waters, her look is better than James Brown's look. I think James Brown shouldn't have done that with his hair. Is that his natural hair?
That's his.
That's his hair.
See, this is where you be.
So he's part Indian, or how is his hair straight?
I don't know.
Wavy.
Here's the deal. That's his hair.
Wow. Yeah, but that's not her hair. That's true.
Thank you.
But I mean, it looks sort of, in that 70s style, men had puffy.
It's called a press and curl. You get a hot comb and sometimes I don't know if he permed up too much, but he had a lot of hair products in his house, and he kept his hair for show business. They're talented. You know that.
Yeah, true. Terrible.
All right. Taylor Swift didn't look too happy either, but they cheered Donald Trump.
I heard about that. And did they really boo Taylor Swift?
Yes, they did.
I disavow that.
They cheered Donald Trump.
Well, I was glad for her sake that she didn't get her little jock to win the game.
Well, they said she left early. She didn't look happy at all, though.
Who knows what's going on, honestly.
Well, a boyfriend lost a game. There's nothing going on.
Yeah.
Just a game.
It could be that.
PE.
It could be that, but you never know with women. It could be something totally different from what we're thinking. Shout out.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, I'm going to let you get some other calls and everything. And like I said, that was a good super chat from our friend in the chat.
Yeah.
It was very much so needed it to be said.
I agree.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Take care, James.
You
All
too.
right.
Bye. Huh. You can call in 1-888-775-3773. Let me show you some stuff that's going on in the world. It's news from a Christian, supposedly alpha male perspective. Oh, I guess I could go just to the episodes, right? He does have a point, this Hake man. So I had told you that there's a quote from Emmanuel Macron, and let's see if CNN pulls this up for me. I'll pull up the email just in case. About that France is not in the AI race. All the way down here. We are not in the race today, says French President Emmanuel Macron, telling Commie Nonsense Network that France is lagging behind, and that's a quote, in the global artificial intelligence, that's AI, race. There's a race to advance it and to be the best at it, and so you can be dominant and not get folded or rolled, as they say. Macron added that he fears that Europe is becoming merely an AI consumer. All of Europe he's concerned about. That's true. We don't want more Europeans coming into the country, into America either. Except unless they're the best kind. We'll take South Africans, because they're refugees. The white South African, native South Africans. The persecuted, Afrikaans Boers and others. And we'll take, I don't know, who are the best countries right now? Polacks? Are the Polacks good? You can't say Polak. Are the Polish good right now? Bulgarians? Are Bulgarians good? Hungarians? We'll take some Hungarians. Anyway, losing control over the future direction and development of the technology. Yeah, so they're just a bunch of dependents. And that reminded me, like I started to tell you, about this from James Anton Hake on X. A vibe change. Here's this man getting some exercise. Strong soldiers equals effective warriors. Strong arm emoji, hashtag lethality. Well, U.S. Army, who posted that on X, I will have you know that I almost said Lin Yen Chin, that Elon Musk, the other autistic, just kidding, Lin Yen Chin, I have no idea. And I'm not sure whether Elon Musk is autistic either. But I will have you know that Elon Musk asked everybody not to use hashtags. He says they're ugly and they are not needed anymore. Although the nice thing about the hashtag is that you click on it and it shows you different things. Look at this man. He's exercising. Hopefully this is not copyrighted music. Actually, I don't care if I play copyrighted music. Hopefully this doesn't get me blocked. But this is on the U.S. Army. And it says holistic health and fitness. Oh, Lord, there's that word holistic. Shout out to the holistic people. I actually like them. And it says stuff like, as I recall, like this is too small for me to see. It says something like, oh yeah, mental readiness, sleep readiness. You guys sleep enough? Or if you don't sleep enough, you can't stay up late when the time comes to stay up late. Nutritional readiness, I think that says. Physical readiness. Spiritual readiness, I believe that says. H2F, holistic health and fitness. Holistic health means H2F. Cool, huh? Soldier readiness system. Nice. Spiritual readiness. A. So look at this man. He's putting on 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5 plates on one side of probably a 45. A plate is 45 pounds, right? 45, 90 times 2 is a 180 plus another 45 is 225, right? Is that 225? And then times 2 is 450 plus another 45 is, wait, 450? Is that 495, something like that, total? Almost 500 pounds? So here's some exercise music. Chalk on his hands. White man, by the way, white, unless he's Russian. Exercising.
Stronger people are harder to kill.
He said stronger people are harder to kill. Cool, huh? Based. Well, we could do without the music, but isn't that cool looking? He picked it up, and he carries this thing around, not quite as heavy. Stronger people are harder to kill. And you guys tell me all the time, Hake, you're beta back. All you got to do is lift weights. And I'm like, lift weights? But it makes a lot of sense. You try to injure a strong person, unless they injure themselves by going bad form, or do something weird. But you stretch, you exercise, you like Kevin Howe, he stretches every night, but he's strong too, I heard, he claims. I believe it. And they don't have beta backs. Unless you go too far like Ronnie Coleman, I don't know what Ronnie Coleman did, the black dude. But right on for him, to him. It's good to be strong, exercise. And it's a white man. I don't get how he has the whole place to himself. Maybe he's there early in the morning or something. Good for him. That's one of the drawbacks. A lot of people don't want to go to the gym because it's packed, and you got to wait. That's why some people just do calisthenics at home or at the park or whatever. But do both if you can or whatever. You don't have to be trifling. So congratulations to the U.S. Army, United States Army. Sweet. I respect it. Be strong. Be white. I'm a vet and Hake respect me, says Skip Knight. That's right. Eat your spinach, Hake. I ate a little bit of spinach last night, even though it was getting a little old. I stopped complaining and my back problems went away, says Nugget Man. Right on. Based French Canadian. Not working out is not based, especially as a man, says HB. Fair. What's up, Ivana? Anyway, sweet, right? I love it. You know what else is sweet? Making America great again? Ah, man. Let me go back. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, so that was a little thing from Cernovich. By the way, real quick, watch out, Alabama people. It's a cute thing called a shrew, and it carries diseases. All the cutest little field mice and shrews. Shrew is also a word for like a wicked woman, I think. But look how cute. Well, wicked women are sometimes cute looking too. It's like a pointy-nosed mouse with red fox-colored fuzz. Potentially deadly zoonotic, which I think means coming from animals, virus found in the United States, sparking concerns of spread to humans. A fatal virus has been discovered in shrews in Alabama, sparking concerns about a potential contagion. So don't handle the cute animals, kids. I know there's a lot of kids out there who like to handle the cute animals. Just a quick side note. And oh yes, Trump has instructed, according to Commie Nonsense Network, the United States Treasury to halt penny production. You know pennies? I popped in this thing. You know pennies? I used to see a penny on the ground. I would pick it up. I was one of the only people. Oh, penny. I had a whole big collection of pennies, meaning put it into my Fort Knox bank thing. Not the actual Fort Knox. It's a brand for those bank things. I wonder where that thing went. It was blue. It was metal. And it had I don't even remember Oh, but you can kind of feel it. You can go by feel. It was a combination thing. You go such and such to the right, such and such to the left, and then open it. Citing the high cost of producing 1 cent. It costs more than 2 cents to produce 1 cent. And anyway, why are they printing pennies anyway? They don't need to be printing more pennies. We have enough already. Stop printing money. So perhaps pennies will be worth something now that he's stopped production. He's limited release of pennies. So pennies will be worth. Pennies aren't worth a dime anymore. Pennies will be worth something again, I think. And it's just smart. So shout out to Trump, thinking differently and doing right, which is to say doing differently. At one point, Apple said, think different. You know, far left Apple. I'm holding up the Hake sticker that's covering up this product, this phone. They used to think different, but it's supposed to be think differently. But they used to think differently. They no longer think differently. They have a not morally straight guy who thinks like everybody else, but shout out to him. Right on, Trump man. No more pennies. I think I have that over here too, by the way. Oh man, did I close it? Over here it says it. Yeah, pennies. Pennies going down. But that's a good thing. That's really a good thing. For too long, the United States has minted pennies just blindly. So wasteful, Trump stated on social media posts Sunday. Maybe it was on Truth Social. They don't want to name Truth Social. The penny has been under fire for years. There's a movement to eliminate it, picking up because of DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, citing the high cost of production. Experts say the rising cost of metals, zinc and copper, part of the reason why it's getting more expensive to make the 1 cent coin. I wonder if I don't really like the fact that metals are getting more expensive because that's encouraging criminals, to steal it out of your car. They're stealing your catalytic converters, or my catalytic converter. They stole mine. And they're taking stuff out of Elon Musk's Tesla's charging stations. You know, these electric vehicle charging stations. I wonder if they have a standardized plug thing that all electric vehicles use the same plug. They must, huh? I hadn't really thought about that because it's not relevant to me. I drive a normal car. Nice. Get your Punchy's coffee, by the way. Punchy's coffee. Don't get Starbucks. Make sure you're following Anchor Baby on his channel, his Rumble channel, by the way. LOL, Hake got robbed. That's not, you're not supposed to laugh at that. Anyway, and I thought that they were only robbing Priuses, but they're stealing from everybody. I mean, a lot of different people. American Anchor Baby on Rumble. Let's see, Nick. Don't follow that YouTube link. It's down right now. Do not follow it. Okay. That's enough from that. This is kind of funny. But I don't care about it. I feel like there were some things on IG that I wanted to cover eventually, but there were some things that I wanted to cover from last week, actually, about For example, Messi. Real quick. This is from X. It's floating around on X last week. Messi is a soccer player. This is real football, communist football. And this is their bodyguard. Speaking of exercising and being strong, this man is not necessarily white, I don't think. But he's the bodyguard for this, what is he, Argentinian soccer player, Messi, who's now playing for America somehow. Here's some footage of Messi's bodyguard, Messi, and his bodyguard is this bald guy with a beard, strong and ready, always alert. Check this out. This is some excellence here, I think. Let me look at him. Wow, he's ready. He gets on the field, blocking. Messi wearing pink, and the guy taking his hand off of his shoulder. The bodyguard taking the hand off of the shoulder of the fans are trying to put the fans are trying to put their hands on Messi's shoulder. I should have censored that. Look at him getting ready, running over to protect Messi. Whoa, got him. Man, he had to sprint full speed. He's always ready. That's cool. Look at that. Intercepted. All these fans are trying to rush this famous soccer player who is, by the way, he is the Caitlin Clark of American men's soccer. He made the, let me turn off this music. It's distracting me. I don't like having to pull down the audio. He made the ticket prices go way up because he's a star. He's been a star for a long time. Since I was playing un-American soccer. So cool. Here's another little TikTok style, a little report on him. Listen to this. Hold on. Listen.
Messi's bodyguard apparently earns more than most MLS players. But who is he? See, when Messi signed for Inter Miami, Jorge Mas announced that the club would heavily increase security. With that being said, not only are they taking precautions with players taking buses instead of individual cars to games, but they also hired this man, Yassine Cheoko. Articles are claiming David Beckham recommended him, and now he's the man that follows Messi everywhere, whether he's getting off the bus or even on the pitch. And that's just when the cameras are on. Apparently, he's going to be protecting Messi and his family at all times. Now, some people might think this is overkill because it's rare that a team hires one person to protect one player.
Yeah, but this is not just any player. This guy is really good, I hear.
But it actually makes sense. There's been so many altercations with players and robbers over the past few years. I mean, last year, Joao Cancelo got attacked in his own home. And remember, not everyone is Kolasinac. With that being said, I really hope someone tries this man. He's a unit. His Instagram has been blowing up, and you
don't call men units, guys.
You can see he's well-trained in MMA. Now, I don't know how accurate this is, but apparently he's earning $3 million a year, which would put him in the top 20 if he was an MLS player.
MLS is Major League Soccer, right? It's American pro soccer, but America's really not known for being like the best at soccer, right? Okay. Well, thank you for your report, little TikTok man. Nice. Pretty impressive, excellence. Don't you just appreciate excellence? Look at, this is probably like 20 years ago, 15, I don't know. 15, 20 plus years ago. I don't know how old Messi is. I don't feel like looking it up right now. 19-year-old Lionel Messi dribbling past the whole team. And watch him. And I remember trying to do this, but I would be like, slow down, Hake. Oh, sorry, this is too loud. Hold on. Turn that down a little bit. Okay. So here's this man, and he's playing for a different team.
Messi. Oh, brilliant skill from Lionel Messi.
Look at that.
Surging forward with real pace here.
Whoa.
Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what a goal!
Wow. I feel like I'm going to get censored for a copyright of this for some reason. But I'm going to
the whole of this ground stands and applauds the
Whoa.
19-year-old.
Whoa!
Have you seen a better goal?
Impressive. Pretty good, huh? You can go over on here. I'll retweet it for you guys, so you can go check it out. And anyway, nice. And one guy, don't be mad, dude. I would be mad at this. Somebody got past the bodyguard, but the bodyguard caught up to him afterwards. But he bumped the bodyguard. You shouldn't be fooling around like this. And this guy meant sort of like no harm, like he was no real actual danger to Messi. But that's not right. Watch this. This is silent, but look at him. He dove down and kind of picked up the guy's feet and he hugged Messi. I guess that's Messi. And the guy came up behind him. This punk. And he's hugging him, and Messi's just pushing him away. And the bodyguard is almost even like smiling. Because look at him, he's running, and he picks up the... Dude. Dang. That's messed up. Because he dove down. That was a clever move. And I got... You got it. You got him. It's only mildly amusing because he still got grabbed, and he did. What a mess! These evil, immature stunts. I shake my head, and he did it. Now he's on the Hake report, getting famous. Man, these attention-seeking, thrill-seeking guys, it's like these blacks who want to be on TV. I'm on TV. Terrible. And yet we still put them on TV because they're so entertaining. But don't be like this, kids. Be mature. It's better in the long run. What a mess. Terrible. So that's your little messy mess. Whatever. Now I got to it. I'm happy. A little shout out to the super chatter who said, "Hey, Hake, skål." Skål, they say that it means school, right? Swedish for school, but no. It also means skull, which is the cranium. You know the cranium? Skål, S-K-O-L. Somebody on my live chat over on Rumble, on the Rumble crew, said, "Hey, Hake, skål." And skål just means cheers. So I'm going to start saying skål. Skål to Bond, 35th anniversary. Did you know? Bond is 35. I'm barely 35 plus 8.5 months. Something like that. What is it? 35 and 35? No, 35 plus 8, yeah. 8 years and a half year. I lost track of what I was referring to. But rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. Originally rebuilding the black community by rebuilding the black man. But you listened to his message even back then. It applied to everybody. And that's why everybody was going, even from the very beginning. That's some good Punchies coffee, or is it water? Get your Punchies coffee, jesseleepeterson.shop. But yes, skål means cheers. They say it means school, but I think it's in Norway or whatever. It can translate into bowl, as in drink from a bowl. That's why I'm claiming that it came from the cranium of the skull, the human skull, because these Vikings, I think he said that it's Viking, the person who super chatted me last week or whenever that was, for cheers. How many years has the Hake show been going? September 2017, I started with Joel Friday and another co-host. And pretty soon, Joel Friday got fired. That's not a good advertisement if you can't tell whether it's coffee or water, Hake. I like my coffee watery, okay? I like for that ice to melt. I even put a little bit more water in it because they say that coffee is dehydrating. Caffeine is. Anyway. But no, Punchy's coffee is good and is good. They say to drink something, especially a beer, all at once without a pause. Like empty cup in China or somewhere. The Chinese or somebody says, yum dum cha. It doesn't say that. It's not what it is. And see, it means empty cup, meaning down it. Yeah, so you would drink out of the skull of your enemies. It's sort of disturbing, kids, right? Skol, Vikings is some song, fight song for the Minnesota Vikings, see? For the NFL. How come the Vikings don't care that they're called the Vikings, but they want to pretend there's some Indian, American Indian meddlers who want to pretend like they're offended. It means good health, like a drinking toast, potentially. Who knows what? I don't know. It's actually spelled skål, but with a little circle around the above the A. In Norwegian, it means cheers. So, pretty cool. Shout out. Who knew? I didn't know. WT1 was the Rumbleman who said it's Norseman, not Viking. Norseman for cheers. Yeah, that's far left Google search. So, Skol, thank you. Yeah, I want to use it now. Because I would be like, salud, health. Prost. However, whatever you Germans say. Prost. Cheers. Empty cup. Because I don't know how the Chinese say it, really. I forget what the word is. And now I'll say skål. I think that's correct. Joel didn't actually get fired by Hake. It was somebody else who fired them. And they weren't getting paid anyways. They didn't get fired. Well, I mean, you could call it fired, but I mean, they would have shared the super chat earnings with Hake. They would have. Okay, so that's your little education on language for the day. Yes, it's sort of serious show. Blur is asking if this is a serious radio show. Here's some serious thing. Here's a serious thing from Sagar and Jetty, former guest on the Hake Report. RFK Jr. was asked about this, he says today, way back when he was being interviewed by the far left, lame, ridiculous, evil, rhino, and Democrat senators. It seems many people are unaware of the facts. COVID was just the latest in a series of alleged lab leaks that have really harmed humanity. And so Sagar and Jetty, Indian extraordinaire, what is Sagar? Saagar. I didn't realize people weren't aware that Lyme disease was probably a lab leak. So here it is, very simply, Lyme disease originated in Lyme, Lyme, Connecticut. Connecticut. In the 1970s, Lyme, Connecticut just happens to be mere miles, he says, away from a U.S. lab studying insect spreading bioweapons in the 1960s. The end. So claims he. Crazy, huh? Crazy if true. So all these, you know, how it makes him look crazy. I remember our resident health expert was saying, he said the government created Lyme disease. Well, maybe in a manner of speaking, I mean, maybe they did. I don't know if this is true, okay? What he just cited is a connection that people aren't aware of that could, a connection, meaning a coincidence. It could be a true, it could, we don't know. That's pretty interesting. Lyme disease. I've known people with Lyme disease. A bacterial infection caused by the bacterium something transmitted through the bite of an infected black-legged ticks. Early stage, 3 to 30 days after the tick bite, you get a bullseye rash, a fever, a headache, fatigue, muscle and joint pain. Later stages, weeks to months after the tick bite, arthritis, heart problems, irregular heartbeat, for example, facial palsy, neurological problems, meningitis. That doesn't sound good. Whatever meningitis is. Early stage Lyme disease typically treated with antibiotics, doxycycline for 2 to 4 weeks. Late stage Lyme disease may require longer-term antibiotic treatment or other therapies depending on the symptoms involved. Prevention: avoid tick bites by wearing long pants, long sleeve shirts, insect repellent when in tick-infested areas. Check for ticks regularly, remove them promptly if found. Protect pets with tick collars or treatments. Lyme disease most common in the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, and Upper Midwest regions of the United States. I knew a guy from the Northeast who got Lyme disease, and I knew a guy here who claimed that he had Lyme disease. And it was like a long-term thing. He would be out of it sometimes. But he was a very fit guy. He knew all kinds of like martial arts and stuff. Kicked hard too, by the way. At least for my taste, the risk of infection is highest during the spring and summer months when ticks are active. Not everyone who is bitten by an infected tick will develop Lyme disease. If you suspect you have Lyme disease, see a doctor for diagnosis and treatment, they say. So says far left Google. I wonder if the CDC will admit that about that. Look at how gross and ugly ticks are. Kind of awesome, though. Ugh, what am I looking at? I want to find for some reason, I am conditioned and I don't really fight it. So we'll try to look for the Wikipedia page. Here, let me see. Was Lyme disease a lab leak? Question mark. Some claim that it was introduced in the northeastern region of the U.S. by a man-made strain of Borrelia burgdorferi that escaped from a high-containment biological warfare laboratory on Plum Island. So some claim that, okay? Don't know. But it sounds like a legitimate question / suspicion, you know? And then this person, Washington Compost, far left, Washington Compost says, no, Lyme disease is not an escaped military bioweapon. There is no evidence from a recent single source, such as released from a lab, Lyme disease, blah, 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 blah. So says the Washington Post 5 years ago, 2019. Despite what conspiracy theorists say. Perspective by Sam Telford. Okay, so it says perspective. So this is so this sounds like an op-ed. This says it's not true, but I don't know if, just because somebody on the Washington Post said it's not true, doesn't mean that it's not true. But I'll say, I disavow for the sake of my channel. There was no release of the Lyme disease agent on American soil, accidental or otherwise, by the military, so claimed this person, who claimed that he started working on Lyme disease in '85, part of his doctoral thesis. So is this man being objective, or is he being snooty? It's hard to tell nowadays, honestly. You don't know whether this person is objective or snooty. Especially since it comes from the Washington Compost, it's hard to trust. It's hard to know what to trust. But it doesn't matter, because the ticks got him, and you got to watch out for those ticks. Thanks a lot, whoever or whatever. Adam. Whew. So there's your little health warnings. Stay away from the shrews and stay away from the Lyme disease spreading ticks. They may be worse than the mosquitoes. Stephen in Maryland is on the line here. Stephen, how are you doing, man?
I'm fine. How are you, sir?
Doing fine as well. Thanks.
Yeah, look, talking about William talking about the national anthems yesterday.
Yeah, the real national anthem or the black one?
Both of them.
Okay.
Okay, well, the first one, the Negro national anthem, has been around for a while.
Right. I'm aware of that.
One,
You're talking about
the second one.
Wait, you're talking about the black one, the lift every voice and sing.
Yeah.
Was it called Black National Anthem before, or when did it start being called Black National Anthem?
It always was called that, the Black National Anthem. I've been around long enough to know.
What do you mean always been called Black National Anthem?
Because I've been around since it was. You forget. I'm not a young'un.
I know, you're 87 years old. If you make it to 88 in 2 days, you'll be 88.
That's right. 12th get here, I'll be, But anyway, about the second anthem, he talked about slavery in that. So that's garbage too, like William says.
Okay.
Second stanza.
Okay, so they're both garbage?
Both of them. No. The first one is good.
Wait, so you're favoring the black one? You're the black thing for over the real American national anthem, and you're a veteran, by the way.
That's right.
Thank me for my service.
30-year veteran.
I should turn you in for insubordination or something. Right?
No, I don't think so.
I think they should dishonorably discharge you.
It's too late. They got my honorable discharge.
So it was called the Negro National Anthem before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, black, Negro, whatever.
Okay, so there was a black nationalist. Why can't we have white nationalist national anthem?
You got one.
What is that? Which one is that?
The second one.
The real one?
Yeah, the real one.
Oh, say can you see? No, that one is cool. It's for everybody. I want one just for the whites.
Except till I get to the second stanza.
The second stanza about the slave who betrayed his master and went to fight with alongside the British against his American masters. That one.
What would you do? Yeah, that one.
I would support my real master against the
You don't have a
English.
master. Who wants to have a master? Come on.
Well, I don't know. If you have a master, you got one. Be loyal.
I don't have one. No more.
Yeah, apparently you're not even loyal to your own country that you so-called served.
No, ain't no master. No.
But why do you want to be a black nationalist? That's dumb.
I'm not a black nationalist.
Well, then why do you support the Negro nationalist anthem?
Because it's a cool song.
Okay, but just because it's a cool song doesn't mean you call it
hatred.
Yes, it is hatred.
What? To who?
To white people.
All this says every voice is sing. Now, what's bad about that?
Nothing is bad about that.
Heaven and earth.
But it's communism, because communism plays like it's harmless, but it's actually evil, destructive.
But Jesse says Putin is a great man.
He is. That's indisputable.
He's a communist.
Well, that's a good Christian communist.
There's no Christian communist. Come on.
You might be right.
I know I'm right. No, communism, you know what communism is.
Yeah, I wanted to play Shuby Taylor, Lift Every Voice and Sing, but it's Mexican Monday.
Mexican Monday?
Yeah, tomorrow maybe I'll play Shuby Taylor, Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Yeah, because you guys don't like women, man. What's wrong with
We
y'all?
love women.
Why y'all say Taylor Swift? I don't know.
I love Taylor
angry and
Swift.
mad.
She's cool. Well, I don't know if she's cool, but I love her. If I love anybody, any public figure who's annoying and liberal and lame, I love Taylor Swift. If I love any of them.
She's liberal and what you just say?
Yeah, she's lame.
Lame.
Yeah.
No, she's a good person.
I don't think she's a good person, honestly.
Yes,
She may be trying to be a good person. I will give you that, but she's not a good
She's
person.
rich. She's rich.
Rich doesn't mean good.
Oh, yeah.
Trump rich is good. Taylor Swift rich is not good.
Hope?
Huh?
How about your great white hope?
Oh, he's a good rich person.
Why is he so good?
Because he loves America and
You
white
guys
people.
gonna suffer from him. Ooh, you guys gonna suffer.
How?
Wait, you just wait. That 2025 he's talking about?
Project 2025?
Yeah, you heard about that, right?
A little bit.
Oh yeah, well, it's coming to bear now. I can see it coming now. I'm glad I only had much longer to go. My race is almost over.
Don't talk that way.
Well, you never know at this age.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, so Mr. Trump. Because Jesse said Trump, Putin, and what's the guy from Israel?
Yeah, Netanyahu.
Netanyahu, yeah. He said they're the 3 best people on earth.
Well, it's the dream team. I don't know if they're the best people on earth, but they're great. It's indisputable that they're great.
But Putin is a communist.
He's still great. He may be a communist. You may be right. I don't know. He may have repented, but he is
Putin
great.
does not repent.
How do you know, man?
But Putin ain't repenting about what?
I don't know. He's a Christian.
He's not a Christian. Come on.
He may be just playing the Christian thing just for politics. I'll give you that. I don't know. I don't know him. So I'm not going to fight you on that.
Him and Donald Trump are 2 non-religious persons.
Well, those are some of the best men because those make the best Christians.
Really? Non-religious?
Yeah. Because they don't play that religion thing. You know how a lot of people play like they're religious and they end up having to fill a role, not cuss, and they got to be phony, nice.
Well, that's what them 2 are.
They're not phony. I mean, Trump doesn't seem very phony to me at all.
Trump is the brain of a pea.
Yeah, but he's genuine.
Size of a pea. Anytime you have all that money and go bankrupt 5 times, you're not too bright.
How do you know?
Know about what?
About not being bright just because you went bankrupt 5 times or your businesses went.
All that money given to you, how you go
Sometimes
bankrupt?
it's smart to go bankrupt. It's
when you
it's
get
the right
yourself
and
in
smart
trouble.
thing to do.
Yeah, when you get in trouble.
Maybe you're not in trouble, but your businesses are.
You don't have to pay nobody when you go bankrupt.
Nice. Isn't that smart?
You keep your money.
So?
Yeah, right.
So then that makes him big brain.
That's getting over. That's getting over. I call that a con man. That's what he is.
It's the law. He's following the law.
He's a con man.
No, he's a con man for Christ.
No, he isn't. He doesn't even go to church. What church did
He went to that that dark-hearted lesbian church. She's not a lesbian. I don't know that. Never mind. Scratch that. But he went to that one church where that lady said, "Have mercy on the immigrants."
And she's a lesbian?
No, I don't know. Scratch that. Forget I said it. I can't. I disavow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
She's just short-haired, and I like short-haired women and
What?
long-haired women. Don't cut your hair short, ladies. Just
I
for
always love long-haired women.
yeah,
That's the one.
it's nice.
They look feminine that way.
True, but
very
some
feminine.
short-haired ladies can pull it off. Can pull off
can.
that look. I agree with you. I like long hair, a little bit longer,
There you go.
but sometimes it's a cute look.
Hey, look, even if you got to buy some long hair, it's okay.
Well,
Like you talk about my friend Maxine Waters. You'll be ashamed of yourself.
hey, I don't mind her wig.
Well, I mentioned it.
But, well, because somebody said that compared her look to that of James Brown's. Honestly, James Brown made himself look sort of like a woman, in my taste. But that's
No,
the
James
70s. A
Brown
lot of
got that
women,
con-
a lot of men did
Well,
that.
See, you don't know about this, but he got conch in his hair. Same stuff that Michael Jackson put in his hair.
I disavow it.
I don't. Because you know, they had put a wig on him when they buried him.
You mean they incinerated his body?
No, when they showed his body.
Oh, when they buried him. Okay, yeah, they put a wig on him. Okay, so that he looked young and
No,
like
it looked like he was normally look.
right, yeah.
You know, with the long hair.
Yep.
But I tell you, and my friend William, poor fella, I hope he turns white tomorrow, just because he got a white daddy and a black mama. I guess he cuss his mother out every day.
I gotta go, Steven.
I'm not being white.
You're being messy.
I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not. You're just making up stuff.
He said it's Creole, right?
Yep.
That means black father, white, black mother. White father, black mother.
That's not what Creole means. You're being ignorant.
What does it mean?
Creole means you're from the beautiful South Louisiana area, and you're French and black and mixed and Southern.
What colors are the French?
They're white.
Thank you.
Sort of swarthy. And then the is Beyonce? I believe is Beyonce Creole?
No.
How do you know?
She just got some white folks in her family, that's all, down the road.
I'm going to look it up.
She's from Texas.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, Houston, I heard.
Yeah, somewhere in Texas, yeah.
Tina is Louisiana Creole, and Matthew, with one T, Matthew Knowles, whom JLP interviewed on The Fallen State, is black American. So Tina, who's Tina?
That's his wife.
That's her
mother.
Her mother, right?
Yeah.
Wait, Beyonce, Giselle.
Beyonce, call her name right.
Knowles.
Beyonce, that's Beyonce.
Was born in 1981, couple of months after Hake, in Houston, Texas, to Tina Knowles, born Beyonce,
Right.
a hairdresser and salon owner, and Matthew Knowles, a Xerox sales manager. Tina is Louisiana Creole. Beyonce is half Creole. Yeah, so.
I said she had some white folks in her. Didn't I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
But you said
I
no,
don't think
she's not
a Creole.
Creole.
She's not a Creole, though.
Yeah, she's part Creole. She's half Creole.
Half.
Just like Joel Friday.
Joel on Friday.
Joel not on Friday.
Well, Thursday, any day besides Friday.
Right.
Look, is his name Joel or Joel?
Joel.
Or he separated the two. The J-O and the E-L.
No. It's all one word, but it's just pronounced Joel. Fairly common among the blacks and others, I think, actually.
You right, you think. Like I just did my name. I said my name was Stephen. Stephen. Steve apostrophe N.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Nice. I like it. It's good to hear from you, Stephen. I appreciate you, man. Take care.
Yeah, you need to come to Baltimore sometime.
You inviting me?
Sure, come on over.
You pay my flight?
Sure.
Really?
I would pay Williams, but he probably won. He said, "Oh, black man paying something for me. No, I won't be black. No. That black might rub off on him."
All right, we'll talk again, Stephen. Take care.
You too.
All right, bye. What a mess. William number 7 out of California. What's up, William number 7? How you doing, man?
Hake, I am okay. And yourself, sounds like you're doing okay.
Yeah.
So, hey, I just realized for your show, today's Mexican Monday, right?
That's right.
I don't know how many times ago it was, and I'm not asking you to remember. But I remember after I was the last caller, and then you played the Mexican song, and I was like, oh, you're playing that song for me. But I didn't realize it was Mexican Monday.
Yeah, it's a tradition.
I think that's what I am. I'm half and half. I'm half white like you.
Okay.
My mom, when I did the ancestry stuff, I guess I'm half white, and then half everything else, I guess. But I called in because you were talking about the Lyme disease.
Lyme disease, yeah.
Yes. So we had to guard against that when we did maneuvers and we did training out in the field
Oh.
for war preparation,
Yeah.
we always had to check one another for ticks because
Wow.
we were told about how bad Lyme disease was. And even when I became a CPR first aid instructor when I got out of the Air Force, that was in the curriculum of the first aid and CPR instruction. It was covered, not thoroughly, but I had to mention it.
Wow.
So, yeah. So the 3 diseases I had to specifically mention was the 2 bloodborne and the 1 airborne, which was HIV and hepatitis.
Yeah.
That was the 2 bloodborne, and the airborne was the hepatitis. No, not hepatitis. Now I'm brain farting. I haven't taught since COVID. All that stopped during COVID. With teaching. Oh man, now I'm having it. It's the one where you did the bubble. You got a little shot under your skin, and it made a little bubble.
Oh, the TB, tuberculosis, this TB skin test.
Oh my goodness, I'm getting old, brown, and slow.
That's
Can't
it,
believe I
right?
couldn't remember that.
Oh.
Yes, you are correct. TB. Yeah. So I knew some people from my church, my big church I used to go to, or at one of the churches, and a lot of people suffer from the Lyme disease. And if it does not get detected, it can be quite troublesome and hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
Especially when the symptoms become it's just not fun. It's really, really bad. I remember going in and getting tested one time coming back from a camping trip, and the doctor was so reluctant to give me the test. And I was like, listen, I'm willing to pay for it. I had to almost.
You're talking about the
demand
test for Lyme. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yes, the test for Lyme.
Yeah.
Because again, I had went camping and I found a tick on me, and the symptoms are flu symptoms with a stiff neck. And so I had woke up, had a stiff neck.
Oh, boy.
I had flu symptoms. And then when I got the test, the doctor insisted on calling me in to tell me the test results. And so they're blood markers, kind of like COVID. And there's like, I forget if it was 8 or 10 or 12 numbers. And he was literally berating me like I was a child. Like he was saying, you see these numbers? He goes, if 3 of these would have been, so you got 2 that are close, and if this one would have been a little more, then yeah, technically we could say you have Lyme.
Wow.
As if that, like, he wasn't even sure if that was correct or not. And he goes, so I told you this was for nothing. And I'm like, dude, why are you? And he goes, and furthermore, I could have took this blood sample a couple hours later, and all these markers would be different. Not to mention, if it was yesterday or 2 weeks from now, he goes, it depends on what you eat. It depends on what you've been exposed to. It depends on what you breathe in. He goes, that's what determines what's in your blood. So he berated me, and I took it. I was like, okay. Kind of like, remember House, that TV show?
Yeah.
House?
Yep.
You know?
With the brilliant
almost
doctor?
like that.
Uh-huh.
Right. But it was like, so I'm like, okay, whatever. All I know is that I had flu symptoms, and I had a stiff neck, and I wanted to know.
Right.
And I paid for it. So why would you? I mean, he just berated me, brought me in. So then during the COVID, when I asked about the COVID test, I'm like, well, what blood markers and what about? And I remember asking the doctor, and this was a whole other town, a whole other doctor, and probably 15 years apart. And the doctor wanted to know how the hell did I know about blood markers? And I was like, well, because one of your other doctors, because they stick together, I think, he berated me for like 15 minutes in his office.
That's funny, man. You never know. Doctors are people too, and they're just fallen states. Oh, I'm looking at oh my gosh. I'm a little bit grossed out because I saw a picture of a tick going into somebody's skin. Nasty.
Oh, yeah. You got to do I think the burnt matchstick or alcohol to cover a cotton ball with alcohol, and eventually supposedly he'll back out.
It'll draw him out, huh?
Cord. Yeah, because if you pull it out and rip his head and it stays in there, supposedly that could be a mess. At least that's what I had to teach.
Yeah.
That way.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Well, so I didn't really watch the Super Bowl. I had a celebration of life to go to.
Okay.
So, but sounds like it was a mess.
Yeah, I only caught a little bit of it, and I was, you know what to expect with the Super Bowl, man. It's like, what are we surprised that it's some evil thing? So, but given that, I thought that it was an okay thing. I mean, I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm just saying, what do you expect? The Super Bowls have been evil since. I remember Beyonce did like a Black Panthers one during the first wave of the anti-American insurrection of Black Lives Matter.
And what about the Illuminati one that was supposed to? There was one where they said it reflected Illuminati tones.
Oh,
about the people trapped.
I don't know.
Remember the people in like silhouettes trapped in, I don't know, cages. I forget how many years ago that was. But I stopped.
Yeah, I don't even really pay attention to it. Like, it's dumb.
Does it make me beta if I just watch it for the Super Bowl commercials?
That's what I used to watch it for, because I used to hate commercials, but Super Bowl commercials were actually pretty good. But I don't think that's the case anymore.
So here's a thought. You know what commercials I thought, and I don't know if it's by design, that used to make me laugh quite a bit, regardless of which insurance company it was, whether it was State Farm or that other guy that played that movie in that Trump movie. But insurance commercials seem to have a history of being really funny.
Right.
And I'm wondering if it's because we're the ones that being taken advantage of that. Like, if I add up all the insurance I've paid all my life driving and I've never gotten in an accident, it's like over $100,000. So maybe it's a good thing they make me laugh about it.
Yeah, true. May as well laugh in your pain.
Right?
Terrible.
Yeah, 40 years of driving, man, full coverage. And now my rates are they keep climbing and climbing, and I'm a good driver.
It's because everybody else.
Like I was a teenager.
It's because everybody else around you is a bad driver or a thief. So insurance has to go up. What a mess, huh?
Yeah, I know. All right, well, I'm going to let you go. That's it. I'll keep it quick and simple and to the point.
I appreciate it, man.
And shout out to all the truthers out there that are searching. Keep it up. I think when we die, we'll find out the truth. Hope. We'll see.
Yeah.
To quote JLP, time will tell.
Thanks, man. Take care, William, number 7.
Man.
All right.
All right, peace out.
Bye. Okay, guys, some super chats. Man, the Lyme disease stuff is kind of a little disturbing. So is that, honestly. And I like that guy. Shout out to the supporters over on the on D Live and Rumble. Let me just scroll a little bit. Just make sure. Move myself over here. Okay, I think I'm fine over there. Let's see, what is that? What do I want to go to? I know that I saw a couple of them come in over on buymeacoffee.com/The Hake Report. You can super chat on Streamlabs on .com/The Hake Report, buymeacoffee.com/The Hake Report, Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/The Hake Report, or just go to thehakereport.com and you scroll down towards the bottom and you'll see all the different ways. But anyway, the Buy Me a Coffee is the main one. Based America First says, did you see the video of Maxine Waters trying to enter the Department of Education building? She said the white man guarding the door, there are no thieves and thugs out here. We're members of Congress. That's a contradiction, isn't it? Evil Nancy Pelosi. I wonder if I could pull up that footage real quick. I didn't... Oh, you know what? I know right where to find it. Where's JLP Talk? He posted about it. I wonder if it was the long video that he shared. Scrolling around on JLP Talk's page. I think he posted about it, right? Oh. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot that. Elon Musk showed Elon Musk retweeted this one about, and it has Ben Affleck looking all tired. Here, check out evil Auntie Maxine.
Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again. Them in the eye.
I wonder if. Okay, so that's her shouting at this guy, and here's the real guy. This is only 30 seconds. I saw another version, I feel like, that was longer. Breaking 911 posted this on X. Maxine Waters, Democrat, if you didn't know, harassing federal employees, or at least one, outside of the Department of Education, and he's standing at the entrance. And here's what she said.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let them see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID, I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it.
Look at these old ladies.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up.
And in another clip, in a longer clip, I guess, somebody said, oh, he's like, who's that heroic governor or mayor who said, segregation now, segregation forever? Dylan Burns said, Dylan Burns, you know, of the Hippy Dippy Round Table, said that Hake is like what is it? Was it Strom Thurmond? No. Who said segregation now, segregation forever? And I don't really care if we have Wallace, George Wallace. He called me because his Dylan Burns of Hippy Dippy Round Table. I've participated in their things. He covered my argument with this communist guy about whether slavery was so bad compared to what they're doing today. They're doing way worse. The Democrats today are way worse than the slavery days, in my opinion. They do they're for abortion, they're for so-called same-sex marriage, they're for trans kids and trans adults. All these things are worse than slavery, my opinion. I think maybe even objectively they're worse than slavery. Because slavery, you could treat your slaves well, and okay, it's maybe not ideal, but at least you're doing right by your slave, and the slave hopefully does right by you. But killing the babies in the womb, that's always wrong. Like, it's almost always wrong. Let's say 99.9, let's say 99% of the time it's wrong, plus or minus. But slavery, you're not necessarily doing wrong. You're just in a situation. And the so-called same-sex marriage, that's not right. And the transgender thing, that's not right. Or the fake victimhood of racism, crying racism about everything, or putting women in charge of stuff. That's evil. It's not right. Let's say 99% of their time it's wrong. If you want to, every now and then you let a woman through. Maybe. I don't know. But 99, all this kissing up and stuff, that's evil. That's worse than slavery. So yes, the Democrat Party is worse today than they ever have been. Actually, the Democrat Party may have been better than the Republicans back then. In the name of the greatest people that have ever trod this earth, I draw the line in the dust and toss the gauntlet before the feet of tyranny. And I say segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever. His inaugural address. George Wallace. He was a governor. But anyway, I think he stood and tried to stop this forced integration, forcing blacks into white schools when they didn't want that. And they didn't have to take it, but they were forced, and it only spread resentment among both sides and looking down on and judgment on both sides. So evil. So mama, huh? Thank you, Base America First. Great coffee. Evil Maxine Waters. Oh, come on. All right, Popcorn's Thump Keg. We're at the bottom of the hour. Oh, you know what? Before I read this from Popcorn's Thumpcake, I'll zoom in on it so you guys can sneak peek ahead in case you care what Popcorn's talking about. I care. But let me set the redirect to Joel Friday TV. There's going to be a Punchy TV live episode today. That's exciting. Joel Friday. I don't see your scheduled thing, Joel Friday. I see Punchy.tv. I see Punchy TV. Come on. Is Joel scheduled? Here, let me check. Somebody's asking me, Hake, do you think the party's... Are you there? Okay. And it's public? Yeah. Okay. I should like Modern Day Debate has so many. I still don't see you. Make sure that you're shared with... Maybe make sure that you accept redirects from everybody, because all that's pulling up is Punchy TV, Joel. I'm not sure. Let's see, youtube.com/Joel Friday TV /live. Oh yeah, if it's scheduled, it's not public, maybe. Joel. Anyway, he's Joel Friday TV on YouTube. Popcorn Thumpcake says, just to close the loop on the broken windows policing, BWP for short, discussion. That's where the police are strict. And he tried to say that Trump was, that going after Trump was an example of broken windows policing. I wasn't suggesting that the people prosecuting Trump viewed what they were doing as broken windows policing, of course. But going after someone for a quote-unquote low-level offense, as he was charged with, does fit with the tenet of BWP. Then how come they're trying to call it a 34 felonies, which you have expressed support for? It doesn't go with it, man. It doesn't go with it. You're really stretching. But let me read your thing and not overreact to what you're saying. Because I'm not even granting that he did a low-level offense. But anyway, let's go with it. Let's go with it. Your disposition seems to boil down to two things. One, you don't believe he did it. That's correct. And two, and you're saying he was targeted. That's obvious. You agree that he was targeted, right? He was targeted because he's Trump. And Trump is for America and they're against America. If he did commit a low-level crime but was targeted, would you change your position? I don't know if I would or not. If they were going after all low-level criminals, and he was targeted, I mean, that would mean that he was not targeted. If they were going after all low-level criminals, and he had, let's pretend that he had done that, and they were going after all of them, then I might change my position. But that's not the case. I mean, I don't know what I would do. This is a theoretical. It's not based in reality. Let's take the guy on the street who's consistently searched by police officers because they don't like him. A theoretical person, right? I don't know if this ever happens. So they, quote unquote, target him in this imaginary scenario. They search him 50 times and find nothing. One day they search him and find some weed. Ooh. They caught you right and dirty. In your view, they shouldn't charge him because he was targeted? Do I have that right? Question mark, question mark. I don't know. You're getting way into your imagination, man. I'm primarily getting at whether or not your principles change depending on who is involved or if it's consistent. That's all. I think that you have an assumption that I'm inconsistent. I often say, you show me the man, I'll show you the law. Is there any of that with you for Trump? I think that's what you're suspecting of me is what's happening to Trump from these people. Show me the man, I'll show you the crime. They go fishing for something that looks like it could be construed as a crime. Didn't they pass up on charging him for these things in other instances, and then a new guy came in, and then all of a sudden they're charging him because they didn't actually find any evidence legitimate evidence of a legitimate crime, and then they switched it around. I'm pretty sure what you're asking, because I don't think you're accusing me. I don't know. It should be asked of the people who are going after Trump. Because I don't care if he did or didn't, honestly. I don't. But it's very obvious that they're... How about this, Popcorn? Is there any doubt in your mind that he was targeted for being Trump? Because I know that Joe from Phoenix is trying to pretend that just the law, just enforcing the law. He's a criminal. He's an adjudicated R-wordist. I don't know if Joe will ever call back again because, he's such a snake. But I wonder if... I was thinking about what Joe claimed, like, oh, they only didn't call it rape because he did it with his digits, his fingers, according to them. Does Joe or does anybody actually believe Trump grabbed... What's that gal's name again? Who said she thinks rape is sexy? No, she thinks most people think rape is sexy. She's the one time she told the truth, by the way. That's true. I agree with her. Most people think rape is sexy. It's just funny that she said that. Oh, man. No, wasn't trying to say I think most people are stupid. Think rape is sexy. Who said that? E. Jean Carroll. Do you really believe that Trump digitally touched E. Jean Carroll against her will? Forcibly? I don't buy that. But slick, creepy Joe wants to pretend that. So my question for you is, Popcorn, is two questions. Do you believe that Trump grabbed her? I shouldn't do that sign. And two, do you believe that they targeted him with this lawfare? Can you plainly see that they targeted him? And can you plainly see that Trump is probably didn't grab that woman? Google trying to tell you something, Hake. You're fascinating to talk to. This discussion is gross. I agree, Terry, but if you separate yourself from it, then if you distance yourself from the nitty-gritty of what it's saying, then yeah. But did I give him a complete answer? Because I want to give him a complete answer. He supports me so much. It would be hard for me to support any going after of Trump because these people are such enemies of America, Popcorn. And he's such a friend of America. I'm sure that in his haste, maybe at times, he or maybe somebody else, if they may have been caught slipping. I caught you slipping because you did a California roll, meaning you didn't come to a complete stop at the stop sign when you were making a right turn there, and I caught you slipping. So maybe they catch Trump slipping, if you will, but not doing like a real actual crime. Or maybe doing something wrong. I don't know. Hey, people do wrong sometimes. King David, a man after God's own heart, even did wrong. He was all into his ego, wanted to count his armies, and he stayed home at one point too. And laziness, idle hands are the devil's workshop. In his wandering eyes, he looked out and saw Bathsheba. It's horrible. So, nice. But the other thing is, Popcorn, is that communists thrive on the unknown. Nobody actually knows what Trump did or didn't do. Nobody actually knows what's really going to happen with the environment, you know, the climate change hysteria thing. Thank you, Joel Friday. Nobody actually knows what's really going on, and the communists thrive on that. On the fact that you don't know. They try to push, and get you back on your heels. They keep you back on your heels. Joel Friday TV, praising the gift over the giver. So, nice, guys. Thank you for bearing with me through the beautiful chat for Popcorn Stump Cake. So the answer is no. Trump is not guilty. They're guilty. Trump is not guilty. That's the bottom line. They're guilty. Kentucky John. John from Kentucky is on the line here. Kentucky John, how's it going, man?
Going, man. So Trump, he just perfect. He ain't never committed a crime ever in his life because he's Trump and he's perfect, right?
That's what you think?
No, that's what you think.
That's not what I think.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
But hey, man, the popcorn.
I'm just telling you it's not what it
Sutton.
is. Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
What's the guy's name? Popcorn what?
Popcorn's Thump Keg. It's a reference to this guy named Popcorn Sutton who has died, but he was
Popcorn Sutton.
Wow. All you Southern blacks know this supposedly white or whatever he is.
Yeah, he's white.
Bootlegger.
Moonshiner.
Moonshiner. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Right
no,
on.
he's a bootlegger too. He used to be a bootlegger too, you know, selling that shine from county to county.
The feds arrested him, huh?
Yeah, he killed himself.
Ooh.
Before he went in. He said he wasn't going to spend time in nobody's jail. So
well, I disavow killing yourself. It's not right.
Yeah, he thought he was too old to go in there, but he wasn't even old, man. He just looked old.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think he's in his 70s, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But popcorn stump keg, why does he give you money, man? Like I wouldn't give you no money, man. I would just call in.
Right.
Because he seems like he
might
makes really good points.
He may be busy. He may be busy, so he just on his time he gives a super chat for me to get to on my own time. And since I give him I always try to give him a fair answer. I think that's why he keeps on giving me these super chats.
Well, I don't think you give him fair answers. I think you always like beat around the bush and try to find ways to weasel out. But he makes really good points and gives you really good questions to make you think.
Okay.
I do notice that.
Cool. Nice. I'm glad you like him.
But I don't really like him. Is he a black guy or a white guy?
Who, Popcorn? Popcorn is black.
Yeah. Is he like a white black guy?
I'm just assuming. I mean, based on what he's told me, I think it's a he. He's black. He grew up. I don't think he's lying, man. Why would he lie about that? He shared with me some of those gospel songs that I've played at the end of my shows. Those black gospel singing 1991 church singing thing.
I heard one of them.
Those are from him.
Play one of them.
Okay.
Okay. But man, did you see the story about them coward white swastika carrying racist people getting run off in Cincinnati?
No. Is that recent?
Yeah, man, they was doing that same thing in Nashville. They was sitting on these overpasses.
Wow.
And they hang their signs down and they be like, "Make America White Again" and all this crap.
Okay.
But they got ran off by black teens, man. That took their swastika flags and burned them and ran them off. So you know they're a bunch of cowards.
Yeah.
It could be a fake Nazi group just
feds?
Want to get into something. Huh?
Like feds, you mean? Or what do you mean by what do you mean? Federal informants, federal whatever. What do you mean by fake Nazi?
Oh, like guys just getting together and making those signs, just want to be a part of something.
Oh.
Because if it
like
was
they don't
really-
necessarily believe in it. They just want to. They're just excited and joining a team.
They're probably racist. They just want to do something. They probably ain't with the organization.
Okay.
But, you know, they get those U-Hauls and they get dropped off in certain places and picked up in certain places.
Right.
That's usually what they do, try to cause.
I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on them. I do have a little bit of an opinion. I think it's ill-advised to do stuff like that. But they're doing what they think is right, I think.
No, they ain't doing what they think is right.
They
Otherwise, they wouldn't be hiding their faces.
Well, there's a
when you do what's right.
Uh-huh.
When you do what's right, you don't have to hide.
I don't know, man. And nowadays, the people who do what's right are sometimes jailed for it. Look at
Like
Trump.
what?
Trump, for example. They're trying to put Trump in jail for doing what's right. Saving the country
What,
and loving the country.
Breaking the law? Breaking the law?
No, they made up that he broke the law so that they could throw him in jail, have an excuse to throw him in jail. But he was doing what's right. He was fighting for the country and fighting for election integrity, and they're trying to call him a criminal for that.
So when he was stealing people's money when he had that Trump University, that was right?
I don't know about Trump University. I don't really
you don't
buy
know about anything.
No, I've heard about it. There's some people who think, "Oh, this was a scam." I don't buy that it was a scam. There's probably just disgruntled lamos, you know?
You see how your brain works though, like you switch to defend Trump when people have got settlements from that issue.
Yeah, but settlements doesn't mean that he was wrong. It just means that they sued him and he settled.
More than likely.
Not more than likely, man. You don't know that.
He had enough money to fight stuff like that.
How do you know?
Because he was a so-called billionaire his whole life, pretty much, right?
Sometimes you settle even if you're not guilty.
Not me.
Well, you've never been. How many times have you been sued?
I'll go to jail for life. I'll go to jail for life. I ain't never been sued. Hake, I'm not a rich man.
Then you don't know what you would do if you were sued by some frivolous ingrates.
And I also live what I consider a righteous life. I don't get into a bunch of mess and.
Well, that's the other thing is you're citing
like
Trump University. When was that? The 2000s or something like that?
It don't matter when it was. I'm just saying.
I'm
like,
talking about
y'all act
present
like that
day.
Man is perfect.
No, but present day, his presidency, he was for the country 100%.
But hey, check this out.
He did some wrong things. He let some blacks out of jail that I shouldn't have gotten out, and others.
Oh, that was the wrong. Okay. But anyway.
Yeah.
Think about this, though. Anytime somebody runs for president, they nitpick every little thing you've ever done in your past.
Right.
Man. So when they find something, of course they're going to stick on it.
I know, but they're just nitpicking. It's not a real complaint.
But it's not making it up. It's just
it is making it up.
To do it. They're deciding to do it now so they can tarnish his name. Doesn't mean that they're lying about it.
Oh yeah, they are being dishonest about it.
No.
Yeah, they're lying.
No, you just a Trump fan.
I am a Trump fan. Why do you think I'm a Trump fan,
like
though?
All the others.
How did I become a Trump fan unless I see that he's the right man for the job?
I don't know how you became a Trump fan. I think you jumped on the bandwagon along with everybody else because you probably thought it was a joke that he was running for president in the very beginning as well, like everybody else thought.
You see, you're just making up stuff now. You're just in your imagination.
Okay, well, answer that question. Did you take Trump serious when he first said he was running for president? Did you take him serious?
Yeah, I was surprised that he stuck by the truth when he said they're rapists and all that.
And he didn't back down. Don't make me find videos.
Go look it up.
Because I remember listening to y'all back then, and you didn't really take it that serious like that.
2015?
I don't know. I'll have to go back and check.
Yeah, June or July 2015. Check into it. I didn't know. I didn't think that he had that staying power. He proved me wrong because he had some serious staying power. I expected him to fold eventually, but I didn't. I never thought it was a joke. I was so impressed. I was so impressed that he said the truth and stuck by it and never backed down. So
you just jumped on the bandwagon like all these other white people.
You're just making stuff up now. Okay. Well, just keep on accusing. Yeah, you are. You're making it up.
Don't get angry, Hake.
But you're making stuff up. I'm not angry, but you're making stuff up
out
of your imagination.
Like you jumped on the bandwagon.
You feel like I jumped on the bandwagon, but you have no feeling. What feeling am I giving you that you feel like I jumped on the bandwagon?
What else was I was going to say?
I don't know, but you
Yeah,
don't have
man.
any time. I gotta run. It's
Real
Mexican
quick,
Monday.
You got 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes.
No, I don't.
Can I get 30 seconds?
Yeah, 30 seconds. I'm so nice.
So how do you get the guy that answers the phones and Joel and whoever else, Black, Big Bump? You just said earlier, you said that slavery was a good thing. How do you get them to like be your friend when you say stuff like that?
It can be a good or bad thing. They know.
But do they believe that?
I don't know. Some of them are
Y'all
flat
ain't
earthers.
friends, then.
Some of them are
Y'all
flat
ain't
earthers.
friends.
I gotta run.
That ain't. All right, running boy. You're a running boy.
Take care. Guys, Rick in Hampton, VA, Nick, a first-time caller in Florida, and the rest of the callers and super chatters, I can't do it. It's Mexican Monday. And kids, get out of the room. Mothers, don't let your kids say this too much. But if they do, don't get mad, because if you're mad, you are... Don't say this too much, kids. Be respectful.
Tonta, tú quieres que te quiera si me tienes trabajando. Tonta, tonta, por las noches ya no duermo en el trabajo estoy pensando. Tonta, esta situación yo ya no la aguanto, pero esto me pasa tan solo por quererte tanto. Mamá me lo dijo una vez, dijo no te cases.
So good.
Y ahora me dice estuvo bien, tú te lo buscaste. Tonta, tú quieres que te quiera si me tienes trabajando. Tonta, tonta.
It means stupid. If you're angry, you are...
Tonta, esta situación yo ya no la aguanto, pero esto me pasa tan solo por quererte tanto. Mamá me lo dijo una vez,
Love the
dijo no te cases.
instrumentation.
Y ahora me dice estuvo bien, tú te lo buscaste.
So good, am I right? Joel Friday coming up next.
Tonta, tú quieres que te quiera si me tienes trabajando. Tonta, tonta, si por las noches ya no duermo en el trabajo estoy pensando.
Catchy, huh?
Tonta, esta situación yo ya no la aguanto, pero esto me pasa tan solo por quererte tanto. Mamá me lo dijo una vez, dijo no te cases.
Don't ask me what it's about.
Ahora me dice estuvo bien, tú te lo buscaste. Tonta, como tú quieres que te quiera si me tienes trabajando. Tonta, tonta, si por las noches ya no
Don't sing this, kids.
trabajo estoy pensando. Tonta, esta situación yo ya no la aguanto,
Not appropriate.
pero esto me pasa tan solo por quererte tanto. Mamá me lo dijo una vez, dijo no te cases. Y ahora me dice estuvo bien, tú te lo buscas.
Well, adios, America. Joel Friday coming up next. Catch Nick the Anchor Baby on Rumble. And then Punchy TV live. Take care.